Hello and welcome back to the Malden High Broadcast Network. My name is Andrew Baxley. Got a packed house here. We got Spencer Dempsey and Aiden Bress, former MHBN members. And then we got myself, Ben, Brendan, and Landon. Another packed show here today. We got the NBA, MLB, college football, golf. We got all the sports. So we'll go ahead and get started right now. What we're going to do first is we're going to go with the we're doing a draft. So we're each going to pick three sporting events that we want to attend, the three that we want the most. The events can't be reused. We'll just go in order, 3 rounds. We'll start with Spencer. What is your number 1 overall pick?
All right, so my number 1 overall pick. Wait, so they can be picked again? Because if they can't be picked again, that's why I want to put
If
this
they
out
can't,
there.
we're gonna
They cannot
determine.
be
We
picked
have
again?
like
So I want to say something right now, and I want to say it because I don't want anybody else to
So,
say it. So can we do that?
If you say like the national championship, but you just want to
Yeah.
go to a Clemson one, but nobody else can use the national championship in general.
Okay. All right. So then what I'm gonna say is just because I want to put this out there. I would love to go. My first pick. I would love to go to the Masters in person myself.
okay, good one.
I'm just kind of putting that out there
Sorry for
because I
Ben.
want to do that myself. I also want to take that opportunity away from some people, so that's going to be my first pick.
All right, Landon's second overall pick.
I'll go to the Rose Bowl, obviously with the Rose Bowl
Okay.
parade, and it's always a good game, whoever's in it.
All right, Aiden third
This is
overall.
solid first two. I'm happy mine wasn't taken. I think a World Cup final, because just imagine like how the Super Bowl has millions of people, but the World Cup has like billions of people.
Yeah.
Like imagine that.
All right, Brendan, now you're fourth.
I'd want to go to El Clasico because
Okay, good one.
just because it's such a heated rivalry, Barcelona and Real, and it means so much to both cities. And I'd
Yeah.
want to go to Barcelona for it.
All right, Ben, you're fifth.
Well, with my pick taken by Spencer, I'm gonna head over to England, the Northwest Derby between Manchester United and Liverpool. Really probably the biggest rivalry in England. Two best teams in England historically, and obviously I'm a Liverpool fan, and I'd love to go to Anfield and sit in the Kop and watch that.
All right, mine. It's not necessarily the one I want to go to the most, but I just feel like it's the one that's gonna get picked. So I'm gonna go with the Penn State whiteout game.
Wow, solid. That's solid. All right,
Thank you.
so now we're on
Round
round two. First round of the draft is done. Honestly, this one I feel like this one just hits close to home for me. I feel like it kind of will for everyone here. One thing that I would love to go see in person is a 5A South Carolina state championship for basketball featuring the Malden Mavericks. I think that would be, I think that would be great to go to. I would want to be there in person. Landon?
Even though I'm not a big tennis fan, I still want to go see the Wimbledon at least once because that's always the best. I'm not a big tennis fan. I hate kind of watching it because it's super boring, but it would still be fun to go see in person.
Yeah. Hey, Wimbledon's iconic though. Hey, it's iconic. Okay, I can't believe it's made it this far. I got the World Cup final and the Super Bowl, like the biggest game in the United States
Yeah.
every year. I don't care who's playing it. Let me watch the Dolphins and I don't even care who else the other team is. I'll watch the worst two teams, the Super Bowl.
All right, Brendan.
I've got the Kentucky Derby just because, it's such a well-known race. Everyone there. It's just a crazy place to be. Yeah, the outfits that you see there.
All right, Ben, you're up.
I've got a bit of a wild card here. I'd like to go to Hong Kong Sevens. Just
Wait. Like rugby, are we talking?
Yeah.
Rugby 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm happy I got that off the bat.
Yeah. Anybody who's watched Wonton Don and PFT commenter go to
I was
Hong
gonna
Kong
say.
Sevens knows why I want to go to Hong Kong Sevens.
All right, an interesting one, but your pick. My pick in the final one, the second round, is I got the UNC Duke game on senior night in the Dean Dome. It had to be picked. Had to be very specific though, but
That's also specific.
so
it's
you're
round
up
3
third
right here.
round now.
Third round, final round. This is it. This one I feel like, it's just the environment overall for me, why I want to do it. It's the place that it's in. I haven't traveled this far ever in my life, but I would love to go see the Tour de France. I feel like that would just be a nice place to go. France. I've never been to France. I've never been to Europe, and I think that would be a great way to, my first trip, go see the Tour de France. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool.
Well, I want to go see the Daytona 500 again, because that atmosphere is always, no matter if you like racing or not, it's always going to be a good time. You love seeing the fast cars going everywhere. It's awesome.
That's a different brand of person at the Daytona 500. You get to meet some interesting people. Yeah, Wimbledon. Yeah. Go from the finest people on earth over there in London. Okay, my last one. Ooh, I didn't think all my picks were gonna make it, but I'm just gonna go with. Tell me this is too broad, but just the Olympics. Like I feel like if you're there, like go to a couple events. I don't even have a specific event. Summer Olympics, but just you go to different countries. I feel like that's.
So like, are we talking like 2021 now, Tokyo, or like?
I'm down
like
with whatever.
Future?
Well, they always have a good location. I think
that's true.
I don't know if they announced the next one, but it's been in Rio. It's been in London for 2012. Like it was in Hong Kong. Like I don't think they've been a bad spot. And I'd mix it up. I wouldn't go like, oh, I just want to go see one. I want to see one guy swim. Like you got to go for the whole thing.
Yeah. What's a sport that would be a highlight though?
Well, I think swimming is a given, and if Usain Bolt's still running, you have to watch him. You got to watch the iconic guys first.
Basketball if Carmelo is there.
Of course. Well, playoff. Yeah, Olympic Melo is a different breed. I wish Nick Melo was still a thing.
I'd rather have the summer than the winter though. I'm not.
For
I'm not
sure.
trying to go up
for
to
sure.
Canada. And
Well, I think
freeze.
there's just more like interesting things too. Like I'll go watch equestrian with some dudes on horses.
We own the Summer Olympics, but not really the Winter Olympics.
Oh yeah, dude. That's besides diving, because China's good at diving. We got it all on lock. And Bolt's got Jamaica. Well, that's a asterisk. Okay, also know where to be.
I would want to go to the Euro final.
The what?
The Euro final, because I mean, whatever countries get in to the Euro, whatever teams get into the final, it's always such great crowds, and I mean, you show up for it's always a great game. You never have a bad game to go to if it's the final of the Euro.
Well, see, I kind of had like two different things, because I was gonna throw in the Champions League and a golf event in there, and then Hong Kong Sevens popped in my head. So, but
Hong Kong Sevens is solid. I like the pick though. I like it.
For my last choice, I'm gonna be a bit of a golf nerd. I don't really care what major it is, but I want to watch a major at Torrey Pines. It's the kind of course where it's gonna tear some of the guys apart, but other guys are just gonna tear it apart. And I mean, Tiger's owned that place for years. He grew up on that course, so I mean, I'd love to see a good Tiger round, and then I mean, just any kind of major at Torrey Pines. That's a course I've always wanted to go to over in California.
And the ball can land in your back pocket. They spray everywhere at that course.
It's true.
Yeah. Final pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant right here.
Here we go.
It's a tough one. I knew I wanted to go soccer here, but I'm gonna go with the Manchester Derby at Old Trafford. There's just something a bit different about that, especially at night. In the day, it's insane, but at night, it's a lot better.
That's similar to Madrid, Barcelona. I think that one's it's just iconic. Like, there's so much hate there, and it's like, I'm so curious to see I've only been to United States games. I don't know about you guys, but I just want to see like sports somewhere else. That different breed, like Wimbledon. That would be an insane one.
I've seen them I've seen them here, but I haven't got to see them over there. So it's something different around Old Trafford, you know. Any trades? Everyone happy with their picks? Draft day trades?
I was surprised a lot of the domestic ones.
I was surprised the World Series did not get picked.
All right, Jack,
Still on the board.
I'm surprised the Champions League final.
Yeah. Or a USA Mexico game. That was my fourth pick.
Like, you guys know Stanley Cup playoffs? Like, I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you guys are big hockey fans.
Nope.
But the Stanley Cup playoffs are like the most entertaining playoffs in like all sports. They're insane. And hockey crowds, dude, you were talking Penn State whiteout. Every game is something out. You got Smashville right up the road. I guess you guys aren't big hockey people. That's a northern thing. Really. You know, you southern folk.
I'd say I'm the opposite of a big hockey person.
All right.
I can watch hockey.
Yeah.
It's playoff hockey.
I can't keep up with
I like the video game better than the actual game.
Ah, man. Well, the video game's pretty awesome.
Especially when you get to fight each other.
Complain. That's true. It's the best part of the regular
the only video game I found that Marcus is actually good at. So.
Oh, shout out to
he's all right.
MPG.
All right, now we'll switch over to golf and the PGA Championship. Ben, you'll talk about that.
Indeed, I will. And course over at TPC Harding Park this week over in San Francisco. First first time that venue has hosted, I'm pretty sure, any major, really any professional golf event. And so far right now, it's the Chinese Hao Tong Lee who holds the lead at 8 under. He's got 2 shots over Jason Day and Tommy Fleetwood, Aiden's guy.
My boy.
And then you got some more big names scattered throughout the leaderboard. Tony Finau and Brooks Koepka both 3 shots back. Daniel Berger, Xander Schauffele, Justin Rose all up there. But it's really been a course and kind of a theme that we're starting to see now that guys like Bryson DeChambeau and all these other big hitters just going driver on every hole. The rough's very thick and very punishing, and it's forcing you to hit fairways. A lot of these holes land with less than driver off the tee. But it's an interesting mix at Harding Park because half those holes you can go over after with a driver and get away with it. You can get close enough. But then there's also some par 4s that are, they're narrow, they're long. You got to hit the fairway. So you got guys going 3-wood or 2-iron, something like that, to like a 7-iron, which is a pretty big iron for professional golfers. So it's an interesting it's an interesting course. It's an interesting venue. It's something we really haven't seen in a major in a few years, and it's a very good looking course right on, I forgot what the lake's called, but some lake.
Oh, and I just love primetime golf. Like the fact that it's on the West Coast, you're gonna have Saturday and Sunday, you're gonna have weekend golf, and it's gonna be on at like 9-10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's just different.
Yeah, and I gotta say, one thing that's kind of surprised me this week is I was expecting to see Ricky play much better. I'm a big Ricky guy, but this is his kind of course. It's the kind of course where the guy that's gonna win it is gonna be whoever hits the most fairways, whoever hits the most greens, and makes the most putts, and that's Ricky's game. It just hasn't been there this week. So I don't know.
I have plenty of golf to be played.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's gonna make the cut though. That's the issue. Let me look that up real quick. I know he was right on the cut line earlier today, but not surprised to see Tommy Fleetwood up there. He can definitely roll the ball.
Do we got a way too early pick from Ben to win it all?
Ooh, I don't think it's gonna
be way too early.
I don't think it's gonna be Hao Tong Lee. I don't want to say Koepka's gonna win it 3 in a row, but
hey,
he's just a different breed when it comes to these major championships. I think it's gonna be between Dave Fleetwood and Koepka. I got Koepka. I don't want it to be Koepka. I don't want him to win.
I definitely think it's going to be one of the big names. Like, I don't think one of the smaller people is going to stay. Like how a lot of these other tournaments, there's been guys hanging around. I think big tournaments.
But maybe with no fans, it's going to kind of play into the cards of these.
Yeah, that might help them out.
Smaller names, less pressure. They can just go out there.
Especially weekend.
Yeah.
Especially weekend.
I don't know. Hao Tong Lee, of course, if you're not really a big golf fan like I am, that might not be a name you're very familiar with. But
I just really wanted to hear you say Tommy Fleetwood's going to win. That's what I want to hear. I'll take Brooks. That's all right.
He's going to be up there. He's going to be up there for sure. In fact, I'd say this. If it's not Brooks, I think it's going to be Tommy.
Hey, I'll take that final pairing.
But
I'm good with that.
And maybe Brooks. Brooks has always been kind of a guy that can feed off the fans pretty well. So maybe that's not gonna help Brooks too much. Who knows? But for Hao Tong Lee, everybody really keeps up with golf is seeing him ready to break through for a while. He made a run at last year's Masters, the U.S. Open that Brooks Koepka won, the one that he kind of ran away with. He finished, I'm pretty sure, second place. He finished second place when Jordan Spieth, or third place, behind Kuchar and Jordan Spieth when he won the Open, his last major. And there's another, and he qualified for the President's Cup this past year. Lost all his matches, though. That's not the point.
You skipped that part.
But, definitely a good young talent, somebody who you're going to be seeing towards the top of these leaderboards for years, and this may just be his breakout win. I hope it's not.
Hey, love to see it.
Yeah.
Big time golf. That's what I love to see.
What's your pick, Aiden? What's your
My way too early? Well, I was leaning Brooks. That's for sure. I think it's gonna be one of the big names, like Andrew said, Jason Day. Like it's just one of the big names. I know it won't be as much pressure for sure with the no fans, but I think when you're playing Sunday, it might be a no name with the lead going into Sunday, but I don't think there's a way they keep it. Your knees get a little wobbly, their palms are sweaty, and their knees are weak. Maybe their arms are a little bit heavy.
Now, here's the thing. So, this TPC Harding Park, it's a place that Jesus. Harding Park, it's a lot like what we kind of saw at Shinnecock Hills a couple years ago in the U.S. Open. It's a course that plays a lot easier in the morning when it's a little bit drier. Greens are a little bit softer. you saw, I mean, Tommy Fleet was the perfect example. Even par with an afternoon tee time on Thursday, gets the morning tee time on Friday and shoots 64. And he's now 2 shots off the lead. Of course, he's going to have afternoon tee time Saturday and Sunday, so is he going to be able to handle this course when it's a little bit drier, a little bit harder to play on? So that's going to be something interesting to see. But, of course, I mean, all the big numbers we've seen today have come from those morning tee times. Same for Hao Tong Lee. Obviously, I just mentioned Tommy Fleetwood and Cameron Champ, also with around a 64. That was a morning tee time. So it's pretty obvious that those morning tee times are going to dominate, which, I mean, going to make it interesting. Obviously, the guys that aren't really in contention are going to be the ones getting the morning tee times on Saturday and Sunday. So maybe we can see somebody who's just completely played themselves out of the tournament turn a crazy number on Sunday and post something for the leaders to beat. I mean, that's what we saw. I believe it was Tommy Fleetwood. He shot like 63 at Shinnecock on Sunday, and that was Brooks Koepka's biggest competition that day.
That's all I ask for. Just a lot of competition going to Sunday. Like 15 guys, 2 strokes away from each other.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to make a prediction, that's definitely something I could definitely see happening is Sunday morning, somebody posts a 63, 64, maybe even 65. Get up past the leaders, force the leaders to beat something.
Hey.
That's something. I mean, that's something I've always liked to see. Usually, those scores usually don't hold up, but I want to see somebody just give the leaders something to beat.
So all you out there, give it a chance. There's gonna be late night Sunday. I know you're not doing anything. Tune in. Tommy Fleetwood and Brooks Koepka being the final group.
It's
gonna be something to watch.
Hey, don't disrespect Tony.
And Tony could be in there too. They could be in there too.
Yeah, Finau.
But check it out Sunday night.
He's gonna win soon. He's gonna win something big soon. If you keep putting yourselves in that position, sooner or later you're gonna win. It happens with everybody, except for Ricky.
Ben, you're just talking about the position that Ricky could be in. If he doesn't.
Yeah, but he might not even make the cut. You actually gotta be playing during the weekend.
If he doesn't get cut, then he's got the chance to be the morning
I
tee
don't-
time that can come back some.
I don't know exactly where the cut line is right now, but Ricky's right on it. He's at 2 over on the tournament. All right, so I mean, still a lot of golf to be played. There's a solid chance that cut moves to 2 over. So he might just barely squeeze into the cut and then turn in a great Saturday and a great Sunday and get the leaders something to beat. That's my hope. But that's all I really got to talk about.
All right, that was a good segment. Now, what do you want, NBA now? All right, NBA. Couple big storylines over the week, of course. TJ Warren dropping 53, 34, and 32. And the Suns going 4-0. How about them? They've been on fire in the bubble.
They looked like they were invited just out of like pity, like, oh, what we said we'd invite them even though they like sort of have a shot, but I don't know how they're beating teams.
They're in the 9th seed now. I think they're like a game back on the.
Yeah, and 9 get in.
Half a game back on the Grizzlies for the 8th seed, and they're in the play-in game right now. Of course, the Devin Booker game winner over Paul George and Kawhi really cemented their spot into there.
They're a team that's going to be scary someday with
Yeah.
Ayton and Booker and
Cam Johnson.
Exactly. They're going to be.
Shout out Cam Johnson.
I thought you meant what's his face from Kansas? Josh Jackson. Is that the one? Jackson something.
Hey, Cam starts. He's got double in his past 2 games.
It's a young team.
Cam Johnson. UNC alum, in case you were wondering.
Oh no.
Don't bring that up, please.
Dame time.
And next one up, we got the Billy Donovan and Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year award. Sharing it. Over Nick Nurse did not get it. I thought Nick Nurse was robbed. I would have voted him, but probably Billy Donovan. And then.
Well, it's a good thing for Nick Nurse because Dwayne Casey won Coach of the Year and got fired. So.
That is true. Nick Nurse hopefully keeps his job there when they're in the 2nd seed, I think, in the East. And then again, 0 positive COVID tests for the NBA this past week, which is a good thing. Not the same for the MLB, however. Do you guys think the NFL should go with the bubble system as well, or what do you think about that?
I feel like that's gonna be tough to pull off.
It's going to be a lot harder.
There's just not any there's not many cities that have as many all the football stadiums too.
Yeah, you're not going to have it. Yeah. And plus, you just have like twice the amount of players, almost
Yeah.
3 times the amount of players in the NFL than you do the NBA, just because you have more people on a roster. And so that's going to be harder in that aspect. And also what you said, all these stadiums, where are you gonna get the things to do that,
And not to mention, I mean, the whole NBA wasn't invited to the bubble,
This is true.
and I mean, it's not like you can just.
It wasn't the
as
whole
much as
season.
we wish we could. We can't just cut out the Browns to start.
Yeah, you can't just cut out them bad teams.
Yeah. And
Yeah, the football team. You can't just cut out the Washington football team. Like they're
Yeah,
doing
one-
good things now. You got to give them a chance.
True. Yeah, one thing I saw is that what the Saints are doing is they're allowing players to stay at their own homes, but they're also renting out the hotel, a couple floors in the hotel, and they're just sealing it off so that no one else can get in there. So maybe teams do something like that. Maybe they just stick to the MLB route, but we'll see.
Well, and the MLB, I mean, it's not working great, but I like what they did. They changed their schedule to where you only stay, like the Eastern teams are only playing the East and the Central's only playing the Central.
Yep.
The NFL hasn't changed a thing. Like, I can't talk for all the teams, but I know the Panthers play the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Raiders are coming from Vegas to play us.
Mhm.
So everyone's coming from everywhere to play everybody. So it's a long season,
Yeah.
like Ben was saying. It's not the couple games and then the playoffs like the hockey and basketball are.
17 games.
Not to mention, can you imagine
September
you get
to
in the bubble?
January, yeah.
Can you imagine? Let's say the Patriots. Well, Patriots aren't. Let's go with the Saints. I hate to say it. The Saints start first game of the season. Let's say it's September, and
yeah.
then the Super Bowl is in February, and you were in a bubble for 5-6 months.
That would
Ooh.
suck. Imagine not seeing your family for that long. It's basically being in the military.
Hey, single guys for the win, though.
Yeah.
That would be the picks. If I was a betting man and I knew a single
unless you're Lou
quarter.
Williams.
Hey, oh no. The wings were good though. The wings were good.
And also Lakers and Bucks, they've clinched the 1 seed, but the Lakers, they've been woeful since. They shot 7 of 43 from 3-point range in the past 2 games since clinching. Anyone know what percentage that is? 7 for 43?
7 for 43. I can't do math off the top of my head like that. Yeah, it's up there, man. It's up there.
Serious is Spencer's Blazers. If the Lakers got to play the Blazers, that's a rough round.
That'd be a good game. Okay, I just looked up the percentage.
16%, yeah. That's not
That's
very
not too
good for
good.
2 games.
Yeah, but I mean, you can talk about that race for the 8 seed because it's hot
yeah.
over there in the West. That's the biggest. That's going to be the biggest storyline throughout the bubble is who's going to get the 8 seed in the West because that's one of the only things that's as uncertain as it is.
Yeah, we went in thinking it was going to be the Pelicans with them having the easiest schedule, but now they're sitting in 13th.
How about if you're a Lakers fan right now? Who do you want to play? Like, of course, I think number one is the Blazers. You don't
Yes,
want to
of
play.
course.
I'd hate to play Dame as a Lakers team with no point guard, but who do you want to play? If you're the Lakers, you get your pick.
Kings.
Kings, absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to play the Kings. You want to play the Kings.
Don't think they're going to make it, though. The Spurs, though, they beat the Jazz today, so that's a good one. That forced the Thunder into the 5 seed because of a Jazz loss. So right now, matched up with the Rockets, so we're playing the Grizzlies right now. Was not looking too good. What was it 63 to 60 at halftime? But yeah, then you got the Mavericks at the 7 seed, and then Grizzlies right now staying the 8 seed, Trailblazers in the 9, Suns at the 10, and then Spurs, Kings, and Pelicans. But it is as much as I don't like him, it is good to see Zion playing a little bit more. Of course, he was on 15 minutes the first 2 games, and then he played 25 the third game. But he's starting to find his way, representing Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Even though the playoffs were designed for the
They were
Pelicans to
designed
make
for
it,
him to
but
make it, and they're just not.
that was one of my
not.
favorites on Pardon My Take. Was they were like, so they had JJ Redick on. So like, when did Adam Silver tell you guys were gonna get in? Like, was that before you got in, or was that when your first game started? Oh,
Yeah.
it's pretty convenient. You guys said you didn't want to play the Kings, and they got the Kings twice.
Yeah, and then we didn't really talk about the East much, but of course as I said, the Bucks in the first seed, and then what was it, the Wizards not doing so well. They've fallen below the Hornets, who have not played in the bubble, but the Wizards now in the 10th seed. And shout out for any of you Hornets fans, they're in the 9th seed right now. And then you got the Magic in the 8th seed, and then the Nets, and then of course at the top, Bucks, Raptors, Celtics. But one big talking point from the East is the injury of Ben Simmons. Suffered something called a subluxation of the left kneecap, according to Woj, which is basically just he hyperextended his knee. I think that's what it is. No timetable for his return, but hopefully for the 76ers, he'll be back before the playoffs. If not, that would suck for them. He's of course their main ball handler, but without him, I can't see them doing too well.
Well, and because they dropped their away record was so bad this year, they're gonna have a rough route. Cause they're what, the 6 right
They're
now.
the 6th seed right now, so
So
they would
they're
match
gonna
up
have
with
to
the
go-
Celtics.
The Celtics first round, and then if you're winning that, you're playing like the Raptors. You might have to go Celtics, Raptors, Bucks to get to the finals.
Yeah,
So
just to get waxed by the Lakers or the Clippers.
I think you mean the Kings.
Yes, Kings.
All the way. Or the undefeated Suns. Ooh.
Imagine if the Suns turned up all the way and just went undefeated in the bubble.
They wouldn't count it.
It
They'd
does
just
help
be
them,
like,
though.
that's not the finals.
It does
That
help
doesn't
them though
even count.
because they have a bunch of shooters, and shooting in the empty gym, I heard, is much better.
It doesn't work for me. I don't.
All right, so I think that's all we got for the NBA. We'll do some trivia now, NBA trivia still, so we're sticking with the NBA. I think I got 7 questions, maybe 8, but what we'll do here is I'll just read off the question, and then you guys want to go in order, or you want to write down your answers so we don't have any stealers. I can get some paper if we want that. We can do teams.
We're doing teams. All right.
We got 2 mics. We got 3 people splitting each mic. We're on our team. Me, Spencer, and Landon versus Andrew, Ben, and Brendan.
I warn you.
Oh, you got the answers. Well, we'll go. You
I
2
warn
versus
you.
us 3.
I warn you. Landon is very good at these. I think he's won 4 times out of the 6 we've played. Yeah.
Well, then I want Landon on my team.
Well-
You're just-
Let's just do individual. That'll make it easier since uneven teams. You guys can talk about whatever you want while I go get some paper. I'll be right back.
We've just been given free reign to talk about whatever we want.
So another massive golf tournament this weekend besides the PGA Championship.
Okay. Yeah. No.
The Fox Run Junior Club Championship. I mean, headlined by me, Dalton Johnson, Cameron Baldwin. Basically, the only 3 half decent golfers playing in it.
And no crowds. I'm really
And
sorry.
maybe Cameron, depends on
I'm
if
sorry
he
to
comes
the
back from the beach
thousands.
with
I'm
corona.
really sorry to thousands of people that are wanting to go to that. They can't because of this COVID-19. I'm really
Yeah, I
sorry.
mean-
You can't go to the big championship.
I mean, we always pull in a massive crowd. I mean, last year there wasn't even room to hit the ball. They were just all packing the fairways.
It's
so,
tough. It's tough.
I mean, we
all
had
the
to put
people
'em on the road.
chanting. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I mean, nailed a few spectators last year, but they're
happens.
fine.
I just hit the ball straight. You've seen my golf game. I
That's
just hit
true.
it straight.
You should, hey man, you would have been a contender. It would have been a 4-man. It would have been a 4-horse race if you were here.
Oh no, it just got real. Ben. Oh, Andrew just came back. Here we go. NBA trivia. You don't think, Spencer? What are the odds he's making fun of my Knicks? I think it's. Oh.
There's like a 1 in 4 chance that he's gonna make fun of the Knicks, or there's gonna be like something that makes fun of the Knicks. Something's gonna be about the Knicks. Did you like read the questions beforehand? You said you didn't make them.
I answered them on my own too.
Okay. All right.
Do they make fun of the Knicks?
That looks like a yes. That face looked like a oh man. It's like so when was the last time the Knicks were good? Answer never.
Who's the worst team in the NBA? Answer?
Oh,
Knicks.
it's a trick question.
True.
The pre-Wardell.
The Warriors like chart is about to go boom. Well, second, so boom, boom, boom. Wow.
Oh man, you gotta keep it real small with your answers over
I'm
there.
glad you value us.
You just found out where you guys sit. He treats his guests right. We appreciate it, me and Spencer.
Wait, so we're just supposed to erase our answers?
No, you can just write like 1.
I gotcha.
There's 8 just in case you want a pre-number. Yep.
Okay.
They're not too hard.
This is how you're tested if you're good enough to like stay in college or not.
Basically, yes.
Hey Spencer.
All right,
hey,
so
Spencer,
they're all
pull up the Quizlet,
multiple
pull up the Quizlet.
choice. What I think there's only 2 that are like true false. Yeah, 2 true false, and the rest are like A, B, C. So I'll read off the question. I'll read off the answers, and I'll read off the question again. All right, here we go. Question 1: which of these 4 has the most blocks in an NBA Finals game? Serge Ibaka, Tim Duncan, Andrew Bynum, or Dwight Howard? Which of these four has had the most blocks in an NBA Finals game? Serge Ibaka, Tim Duncan, Andrew Bynum, Dwight Howard. All right, everyone got their answers? All right. You guys want to read off your answers, or should I just give you the right answer and you check yourself?
Read them off. Read them off and then.
Okay. Spencer, you can start.
Oh, we're reading off like that. All right, I
Yeah.
did Tim Duncan.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if
Landon?
that's right.
Tim Duncan? All right, Aiden.
I went Bynum. I feel like
Okay.
I thought too hard.
Brendan?
I went Tim.
I want Dwight Howard.
The answer is Andrew Bynum. So Aiden gets the point.
Man, only 20% of us got that right. Nice.
We're a smart bunch here in the Multiple Broadcast Network.
All right. I picked Serge Ibaka in case you're wondering. Shout out him. Next question? Who is the Finals MVP award named after? Is it Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, or Red Auerbach? Who is the Finals MVP award named after? Everyone got their answer? All right, Spencer.
What was the first option again?
Wilt Chamberlain is the first option.
Okay, yeah, I'm going Bill.
Okay.
Going Bill.
Landon.
Bill as well.
Okay. Aiden.
No, I went red.
All right,
Bill.
Brendan. And Ben.
I know it's because of 2K, Bill Russell.
The correct answer is Bill Russell. So we got, what was it, Spencer, Land.
So
Everyone but
everybody
Aiden.
but Aiden got
So
that
a
right.
dead tie now.
So yeah, now we're all even. Yeah, that's good.
I know because like in the old 2K games, like Bill Russell would actually present it.
Aw. Ben, you beast. I don't remember that, but
My career should have gone somewhere better. What do we got next?
next question is, this one's a true-false one. True or false? Is Michael Jordan the all-time leader in finals points per game? In case you're wondering, he averaged 33.6 points per game. Is it true or false that he is the all-time finals leader? Or if you know, then don't
I wanna
guess.
s- Yeah. Yeah, like, or like in like this.
Off the bench.
Well, when did the merger happen? Like in the 70s?
What if like
70s?
what if
Yeah.
like some guy just like dropped 45 and then got injured and didn't play another game for the rest of the finals?
Yeah.
I'm thinking way too hard on this.
Yeah, me too.
True, but I'm doing it.
Oh man.
Everyone got their answer?
Can I get bonus points if I guess the guy?
Sure.
Well, if it's true,
It-
then like you better have guessed the guy.
Then you get minus. Then you get minus bonus points.
All right. Are
Alright.
we reading off now, everybody?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, I went ahead and went false. I just, it's probably true. This is one where like I'm okay if I got it wrong because it's whatever. But I'm gonna be a little gutsy. I'm gonna go false.
All right, Landon.
I'm going true.
Okay.
I'm going false because I think it's. Remember 3-1? I feel like LeBron had more. I think. But I don't know.
True.
Oh, that
Against-
probably hurt.
against
But
the
he's going
Mavs, he
off and
stunk
like
it
off
up.
him.
No, all time finals. All right, Brendan.
I think it's true.
Okay, and Ben.
I think it's true. My guess is Michael Jordan.
All right, the correct answer is false.
Hey.
So point
New
for
kids on the
Spencer
block.
and
Sit
Aiden.
down. Let's go.
I can Google it. It didn't tell me though, but I would like to know who that is. Spencer, you're on that.
Yeah, I'm on that.
All right, Spencer's on it.
Please, if you say
I sure hope
LeBron,
it's not LeBron,
I
yeah.
don't know. I won't do anything, but I'll be happy.
Wait. Okay. So this is overall. Hold on. This one doesn't have. Okay. What'd you say? MJ average
33.6.
33.6. Okay. Yeah. It is Rick Barry.
Oh,
Rick Barry. He
Rick
played in
Barry of the
10 final
Warriors.
games. Played in 10 final games. He averaged 43.2 minutes those games.
And how many free throws?
Free throws.
How many granny shots?
Let's see. Free throws. He averaged 10 free throws a game. But 36.3 points per game.
So he wasn't. Michael's not too far off. Yeah, Michael Jordan. Yeah, well, there was a big
I'm glad we
documentary
didn't
on it.
guess who would have been besides Michael Jordan, because I definitely wouldn't have got that. But I'm glad that I got the question right.
Leaderboard real quick.
Leaderboard.
So me and Spencer are in the lead.
And then Landon,
So
Brendan,
two
Ben
for
have
us,
one. Yep.
for the younger group.
Yep.
I've got one.
You are the
You're
younger.
in the you're in the younger group. No, I'm sorry, Ben.
All right, next up, we'll switch back over to the multiple choice questions. Next question: who has the most career points in NBA Finals history? So this is combined points, not the average. Your answer choices are Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron James, and Jerry West. Who has the most career points in NBA Finals history? Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron James, or Jerry West? Most career points in NBA Finals history. I've memorized it now.
I feel
Need the answer
confident, but
choices
I
again. No, the last one
Total-
was the
total points.
average. So points per
So
game.
you
This
think
one
a
is
lot of
total
finals.
points. Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron James, or Jerry West? Do you need the question again or what?
Are we firing? All right, I'm going a little bit of a sleeper. This might have been because I just saw that chart that I was looking at, and I saw that he had a lot of games. But I'm going with Jerry West.
I'm going with LeBron.
Oh, I went Wilt. Got three different.
All right, Brendan.
LeBron.
I went with the logo because of the same reason as Spencer. He played in a lot of finals.
Well, you're correct in going with the logo because it is Jerry West.
Oh. Spencer with the lead though.
See, I'm in the lead right now. I don't want to. Brendan over here, he's a little salty because I'm in the lead. Hey, I did not cheat. I didn't know. I didn't see. Look, the chart that I looked up, I didn't see. It didn't. No, it did not have. It did not have. It showed me how many games they played. It did not tell me. I didn't look for how many points that he scored. It could have been anybody. Okay, it could have been anybody. You know what? I'll take half a point if he even goes for that. But you know what? I'm in the lead right now. I don't even. You know what?
0.27 points for this one. I like that. 0.27. You're in the lead. You got two.
So I have 0.27. So 2.27. You know what? That's all right. Just know that I'm ahead of you guys.
All right, so through 4 questions, Spencer's in first with 3. Ben and Aiden have 2 point. He's in first with 2.27. Aiden and Ben have 2.27 points behind, and then you got Brendan and Landon back at first. The shocker that Landon's that far back, but we'll give him one to catch up. He'll come back. Don't worry. 8, and we've answered 4. All right, next question. Who scored the most points in an NBA Finals game? 61 points, if you were wondering. Is it Michael Jordan, Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, or Julius Erving? Who scored the most points in an NBA Finals game? Single game. 61
Landon was
points.
way too confident about this. Yeah, let me go last. And I'm just not sure.
All right, we'll let Landon go last. Michael Jordan, Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, or Julius Erving?
Put up 100. Like, wouldn't he get? I don't want
That was in a regular season.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you put up 100, can't you put up?
And Jordan averaged 33, and I just don't think he had a few terrible games.
Yeah.
Up for it.
I'm scared.
Everyone got their answer?
Yeah, I put mine in a little bit late, but
All
go
right,
ahead and put one in.
go ahead.
Just go ahead and put MJ.
All right,
I'm just gonna
Aiden,
put
you're
him
up
down.
next.
Probably not him, but you know.
Yeah, we're skipping Landon because he thinks he's
Okay,
confident.
I'm gonna go with Wilt.
All right, Brendan.
I'm gonna go with Wilt.
Yeah, I'm with Spencer. I got MJ, but I'm really not too confident about it.
Elgin.
That is the correct answer. It's Elgin Baylor. All right, so Landon up to 2, tied for second place.
Come on, man.
All right. Next question, and we're back to the true or false. So, is this true or false? Does LeBron James have more finals appearance than the Spurs? True or false? What kind of question is that? It's actually a good one.
I'm trying to think about like how many times Spurs have been to the finals.
Tim won 5. And then there was Duncan Robinson before that, and they lost to Heat. Because LeBron's been, what, 9? Right? Keep talking. My head is scrambling.
Man, I really don't know. I feel like this is a trick question no matter which way you go.
So, wait. How was it worded? How was it worded? LeBron
Okay.
has-
Does LeBron have more finals appearance than the Spurs? True or false?
I know the Spurs weren't great before Robinson.
All right, is everybody answers in? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
going with yes, true. However you want to say that. I'm gonna say that LeBron has more appearances than the Spurs.
All right.
I'm also not confident in this answer, but we'll go with it.
All right. Landon?
I'm going true as well.
All right, Aiden?
I'm not confident at all, but I went false. I don't got an explanation, but I went false.
All right.
I went false. I think all Aiden's talking kind of got to me.
I'm sorry if you're wrong. I'm really sorry.
I went with the guy that's not the GOAT, LeBron.
So what?
Is that true? Does that mean true? The correct answer is true. LeBron does have more playoff appearances than the Spurs franchise.
If they're wording a question like that, it's got to be true.
Yeah.
That's a good test taking strategy. You should use that on the SAT.
And so I think I'm in the lead. I'm in the lead right now with 3.27.
Landon and Bain are both at 3.
The Spurs,
Aiden has
Spurs
2,
got to
Bain
have like
has
8
1.
though, right? Like
Let's-
it's got to be like one less because
Let's look that up.
Tim's
You got-
been to
you got
5.
Spurs, I got LeBron.
With that was Tim because Tim was there for that one. I thought there was one more before Tim, but I think I'm wrong. Because Tim has 5 wins, and he's definitely lost 2.
Hey. All right, so the Spurs have been they've been in 6. They were in a 99, 03, 05, 06, then they were back in 13 and 14.
LeBron has 13. 13, and they're all consecutive. Except for leading up to last year.
Okay.
So he'll have 14 this year.
Wait, did you say he'll have 14?
Yes.
So you're already picking the Lakers in the finals?
I thought it was playoffs.
Oh, was it playoffs?
Oh, I
thought it
was finals too.
Oh wait, no, it's finals.
finals?
I looked up
Okay,
the wrong
yeah.
question then. My fault. My fault.
Spurs have been to like 20 in a row or something.
Yeah, Spurs have been
bad.
a good bit of playoffs. I want to pick them if it was playoffs.
Well, LeBron's like 3 and 6, isn't
In the finals.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, in final. Yeah. He's 3 and 7 in the finals. Okay. All I know is that LeBron has lost more finals than he's won.
I thought it's double. It's definitely double.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 and 6.
I think it's
That's why
6.
he's not cold-blooded.
Whatever it is, he has more than the Spurs. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all we know for sure.
All right. What's the next one?
All right. What is that? 5 questions through?
That was
6. Okay, 2 left. All right. Next question. Which franchise has the most championships? This should be a bit of an easier one. Franchise with the most championships. Lakers, Spurs, Celtics, or Bulls?
Why am I just not getting stumped on this? I know who it is.
Let him go first.
Yep, Ben's first.
I can tell you what it rhymes with if you want.
It ends in an S. All right. They all end in an S.
What, are you talking about the first part of the name or the second part?
It ends in an S. The team name ends in an S.
But what kind of team name?
Just answer.
The Celtics?
All right. It is the Celtics. No need for anyone else to answer.
Nice. Anybody put anything about the Celtics?
No.
No?
I hope
Everybody
not.
gets Celtics? All right, cool. Hey, everybody gets a point.
We'll put Marcos down as getting that one wrong. Marcos would have got that wrong.
I already did pull a Marcos. The answer was true or false. I said LeBron.
All right, final question. Who is the only player to win Finals MVP and still lose the Finals? Is it Kareem, Jerry West, Magic Johnson, or LeBron? Who is the only player to win Finals MVP while still losing the Finals?
Can I ask a question that's completely unrelated to the actual question?
Sure.
But kind of related?
I don't have to answer, though.
Kareem played for the Lakers, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just need to make sure.
Yes, you can. Is it Kareem, Jerry West, Magic Johnson, or LeBron James? Spencer, you can start us off.
All right, so I know it's not LeBron because that would be in my lifetime. And I feel like it's not LeBron because I haven't seen that happen. I feel like I would have remembered. So I just went with my boy, Jerry West.
All right.
Go with him. Pick him. Call it a day. Landon?
I'm with the logo, Jerry West.
I just watched that Lakers Celtics documentary like a month ago, and I saw Jerry lost a lot, but he balled out. So I'm gonna go Jerry.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jerry.
Yeah, I'm going with Jerry West, and the reasoning is, at first I was gonna go Kareem, and I thought, but like when Kareem went to the Lakers was when they started kind of dominating that series. So
Yeah, Magic. Yeah.
So and I knew it wasn't Magic because that was when the Lakers were winning it all the time. So I switched to Jerry West.
Well, good thing everyone got it right because the correct answer is Jerry West. Spencer takes the crown with 5.27 questions answered correctly. You got 5. Respectable. That's respectable.
Yeah, y'all are only 0.27 behind. That's not too bad. First, yeah. Hey, if you ain't first, you're last, and I just want to say I had a good performance today. Glad to come out on top.
Oh, I forgot what I got. I can look.
We're not positive what Andrew got yet.
This is true.
Everyone. Definitely everyone.
I think Spencer's got a lot. Me and Spencer have gotten a lot.
Are we talking about? Are we talking?
So you
Oh.
own 1, you own 4, and I own 2.
I got 4 right, so Spencer is indeed the winner.
I'm still the
You're
winner.
still the winner.
Was that solo second or tied for second?
You are, yeah, tied with Landon.
Well, hey, I'll take it.
All right, well I'm out of here 'cause I'm already late to come up.
All right, see ya, Ben. Not
Bye,
good
Ben.
news. Grizzlies are now up by 15 on the Thunder. All right. Next up, you guys want to do college football? We'll talk about the ACC schedule. The dates were released this past week. Here are some of the major ones. Clemson versus Notre Dame is November 7th. UNC versus Duke is also November 7th.
It's not a big football game.
Well, the winner does get a bell.
I didn't know they were playing basketball already. I didn't know they were playing
The
basketball.
winner does get a bell though. So
I don't know.
Ben
Big
left
game.
his keys. In case you're wondering, Ben left his keys.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The only reason it's decent is because Chase Bryce just transferred to Duke. So
Hey, still UNC Duke. Don't get me wrong, Cameron Crazies are awesome, but I think they're throwing a football out there.
Okay. All right. Next, this one is a big game though. Despite what you think, it's UNC Notre Dame. That will be on
That one's big.
the
That one's good.
27th of November, which is Black Friday. Virginia versus Virginia Tech, September 19th, my birthday. Clemson and UNC, they'll have their non-conference games on the 19th, and neither have announced who they'll play yet.
We're probably playing the Citadel. That's
Yeah.
most likely what's going to
We were going to play James Madison, but then today they canceled their schedule, so that's interesting. So we're still open. UNC versus Miami is the last game of the year for us on December December
Miami
5th.
should be good.
Yep.
They just lost to D Lyman opting out, but they should be good.
Yeah, we had 3 defensive backs opt out today, which is not good.
Hey. Besides
Florida State
Xavier,
and Clemson
David
play
Thomas.
on
Yeah.
November 21st. And then the ACC championship will be either December 12th or December 19th. So which games are you guys looking forward to the most?
Obviously, since I'm close fan, Clemson, Notre Dame. We haven't been to Notre Dame since 72, 71, 72. But back when Joe Montana was their starting quarterback. And we haven't played Notre Dame since 2014 when that was that rainy time. And that was an awesome
Yeah, the
game.
2-point conversion, right?
Oh, right, yeah, the playoffs. But that was a blowout. No one really cares. But then – again, I'm still excited to see. Well, Ian Book, he's still coming back, isn't he? He's still going to be there. So I saw him progress last year a lot. So I'm excited to see what he'll be doing up this year. I'm also excited for another. Said this earlier, is Clemson Virginia Tech. If fans are back allowed, because Virginia Tech's crowd will be awesome. Because with Inner Sandman, they always go crazy over those.
I think that's another one with Notre Dame too, where like you just wish the crowd could be there because Notre Dame's another one of those like touchdown Jesus, and there's gonna be thousands of Clemson fans that would be there. Like I know personally, my grandma was booked the trip like last year. She's ready to go. Like I would if anybody out there has a ticket and they just really want to take me and they're allowing fans, I would very much appreciate you to give me a ride. I'll go up in the back seat.
It's true. One game I'm looking forward to is I'm looking forward to season opener, Clemson Wake. Wake they did some stuff last year. Obviously I'm looking forward to Notre Dame. That's going to be the big game, but I'm looking forward to that season opener. I'm ready for football to be back. I think Wake,
that's true.
They were a good team last year. I'm excited for that game. Also, I'm excited
Losing
for
Jamie
Miami and UAB because that's going to be 2 days before that. So that means we're going to watch football on the 10th. Guys, that's not
you're
that
ready
far
for
away,
football.
man.
I like
I'm ready
that.
for
I like
football.
that. I like
I'm
that.
ready for football to come back, and I just want to see some green grass. I want to see some people with helmets on just hitting each other.
I'm
ready
scared.
for that.
I'm scared for the crowd, though. I am scared for the crowd. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Because college football, the crowd's just different. Like the NFL, yes, the crowds are awesome, but there's so much. Like Clemson played UNC last year, of course. Everybody knows 1-point game, insane, came down to the wire, right? And I know UNC had a really good team, but that crowd was huge in that
Yes,
game.
It was definitely influenced by the crowd.
And not to mention, Clemson plays in probably the toughest place to play, one of the toughest in the country, if not, well, definitely the ACC.
Yeah.
So not having that, what does that do? I'm hoping if someone has a cure of the coronavirus too, I'd love to hear. You could call in. Andrew's phone number is free. You could just ask us for it.
Yeah. Put it in the comments if you have the cure for the coronavirus. Just let me know. The one I'm looking forward to, other than the opener, is the Florida State one on the 17th. Two mediocre teams, but I like us in that one, of course. That's one of the new games they added since they went with the all-conference schedule. But overall, it's going to be a fun season no matter what, as long as the season still goes on, we hope. But that's what we got for football. Now we'll go our final one. We'll go. Do you have something to add, Spencer?
Did Brendan go?
Brendan, what game are you looking forward to the most?
I mean, mine, of course, Clemson, Notre Dame.
Okay.
I want to see how Notre Dame does after the playoffs and really see what their coach learned about us, because that was the more current offense. So see how they come out on defense this year, knowing that it's still Trevor and I mean, and not as many, and it's not going to be as many weapons at wide receiver this year. So it'll be interesting to see what they come out in.
And no Justin Ross.
Yeah, true. So now we got the MLB. Some of the top teams so far. And the American League, you got the Yankees, the Twins, the A's. And the NL, you got
the Miami Marlins.
Well, they do only have one loss this season, but they also have only played 7 games since the COVID. They are in first place in the NL East, though. And then the other teams at the top of the NL, you got the Cubs and the Rockies, the Dodgers, and then Braves somewhere in there, top middle. Some of the big storylines. Yoenis Cespedes opting out, even though he opted out before he told anyone that he was opting out.
Okay,
We'll let
this
Aiden
guy.
rant on that.
I'm personally big time Mets fan here. Watch way too much Mets baseball, but it's not just a coincidence that he got scared of the virus now and decided to leave. Like he's in a contract year,
And he was not.
and he's
doing too
batting
well.
130
It's
or
like
150.
157, I think.
It's
yeah.
not good. And he's supposed to be getting a contract after this year. In a 60-game season, I don't think he wanted to risk it. But just picking up your bags and leaving the team hotel was pretty risky. And it was the middle of the game, so I just picture, like, team staff walking through, knocking on doors. Okay, everybody, bus leaves at 10, and just he's nowhere to be found. Oh, that's just another day in the life of being a Mets fan.
Yeah, that's not good. Mike Soroka of the Braves.
Oh, that was ugly.
Tore his Achilles against the Mets. That was.
And then Scherzer
tough.
got hurt against the Mets a couple nights ago.
Mets just having some bad juju.
We got injuries too. It's not just the other teams.
Yeah. Aaron Judge leads the league in both home runs and RBIs. Colin Moore into the Pittsburgh Pirates, UNC alum. He's up there. He's got 5 home runs. Nick Markakis last night hit a walk-off home run in his first game since opting in. That's pretty impressive, I'd say. You come in there pretty cold, and then first pitch of the ninth, you hit a walk-off home run. Next Braves game, the new series starts tonight. We got the Phillies on ESPN Division Rivals.
Phillies.
Aiden, who y'all got next?
We got the Marlins. I think we start either today or tomorrow. The best team.
Are they're actually playing?
I think they are. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they just played the Orioles. They just played the
that's
Orioles
right, right.
That's why their record's so
Yeah.
good. They played the
They
Orioles.
played the Orioles. Aiden, you're a Rays fan, right?
You just called me Aiden. I just want to say that. This is Spencer speaking. Yes, I'm a Rays fan.
How y'all doing? What are y'all like?
We're
Fourth
5
in
and
division,
7
I
right
think.
now.
5 and 7, not
We're
too
5
bad.
and 7. Yeah, we're second.
You got one
we're
game
second
against
in the
us.
AL East.
You got the middle game, I believe, against us.
Yeah.
But-
Wait, what are you a fan of?
Braves.
You're a fan of the Braves?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, we went even. We went 2 and 2 with
Oh, that's
you guys.
You got the first one too, I think. Who do y'all have up next?
Up next, we're about to go play New York, or New York's playing in Tampa. at
Which one? The
Trop.
Yankees? The Yankees,
Yeah,
right?
Yankees.
That will
Sorry.
be tough.
Sorry, yeah, we have the Yankees.
Big difference between the Yankees and the Mets.
Yeah, big difference between the Yankees and Mets. We don't play Mets till towards the end of the season, September. But
Sucks
yeah,
for
we
you.
we definitely have a tough schedule with our division. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of Yankees, a lot of Red Sox in there. You know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just a tough too. Like we were saying earlier, it's how they combine the divisions, like the AL and the NL East are combined.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two of the best divisions in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
You got Yankees, Sox, Rays, and then you combine. You got the defending World Series champion Nationals, the defending division champion Braves. You got the Phillies. You got Bryce Harper. And I'm gonna throw the Mets in there because I'm a Mets fan, but we're pretty decent.
When
if we didn't have injuries,
when you got DeGrom on the mound.
Okay, hold up. We had DeGrom. DeGrom's like the best pitcher in baseball, of course. But our number 2, Noah Syndergaard's out. Our number 3, Marcus Stroman's out. So we're kind of just whoever knows how to throw a baseball. We're like, hey, can you just try? Like the plate's over there. You stand here and just try to throw it over there. Like if you can make it over the plate, that's great. It's like the ceremonial first pitch, people. Like just throw it somewhere in the ballpark over there, and we'll appreciate it. We won't laugh at you too much. Mets.
Yeah. Not.
Should I stand out in the parking lot and see if I can get picked up by the Mets? See if they need.
It's worth a shot.
We could use some starting guys right now.
I think I wouldn't too bad.
Just bring your glove and we'll take it.
What'd you say?
They did.
Yeah.
They beat the Sox, but they split.
Sox not doing too hot right now. They're at 4 and 8. Didn't they get swept by the Yankees? Well, the Yankees are on fire though, so that's yeah.
That was while Judge was going off too.
Yeah,
Judge
true.
had he's still
He
going
had
off.
6 in 5 games and then he hasn't had one.
But he had
hasn't had
4
one
in the
since.
3 against the Red
Yeah.
Sox. Oh.
All right, so I think that's all we got for today. Let me just check my list.
Hey, well, we appreciate you having us on.
Yeah, we thank you guys for coming out.
Always good to be back on MHBN.
It is good to be back. Thank you. We hope
Hopefully
we have
a
a year.
year. I would love to have a.
Yeah,
hopefully have a
they
year.
pushed the
Once
season. They pushed the season back again, but at least we know when the scrimmages will be. We'll have 2 weeks of scrimmages and then the 7 regular games, and then hopefully the playoffs. Should be the playoffs, but we'll see.
Jane Lucas, we'd love to have you at Clemson. We very much appreciate you.
Should we clip that and send it to him?
That'd be great.
Nope. I'll edit it to North Carolina and then I'll send it to him.
The choppy voice. Please come to North Carolina.
Yep. So that's all we got for today. Thanks for listening. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, MHBN 2020, and on Instagram, MHBN_2020. Same time next week. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
Sponsor us.
Next week. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.